Guess at the Giants' future, but one Bay Area woman says she has some very special insight. Andrea Mallis from Berkeley is a sports astrologist. She studies the stars and planets to make World Series forecasts.
Put in the birth date, place, and time of birth, and my computer and my software casts what's known as a birth chart, and that's the strengths and potentials. Then I compare and contrast it to what's happening currently.
Now, Mallis says that if she had a minute with Coach Bochy, she would tell him to bump Lincecum and put in Matt Cain, at least for the first few games.
Said astrologically, I would have put Cain in #1, given Timmy another day, because Cain's chart looks really super strong. Wednesday, it still looks very strong Thursday, but I would have just put Cain #1 because his chart just had a little edge over Timmy.
And she's not related to him. Mallis says she wonders why tomorrow's game starts at exactly 4:57 and not 5. It could be because of commercials and break times, but she says there may be an astrological answer. Do you know why it starts at 4:57 instead of 5? You know everything about baseball. You're like a Rain Man.
You know, can
why
I tell
is
you
it?
something? Well, let me just strike my Rain Man pose and let you know that I have no clue why it would start at 4:57. It's probably something to do with the ratings. Wouldn't you think, in a measurement right there at 5 o'clock?
So not with the stars
I
at all?
suspect, no, I suspect this is a marketing gimmick.
I thought it was going to be something good.
Let's make sure nobody watches us for 2 minutes before they turn over to the World Series.
Well, you know, I have another kind of forecast. I'm not relying on the crystal ball here.
There's a sports astrologer who, whenever there's a big event, she kind of jumps in and tries to get some attention. Her name is Andrea Mallis. And, of course, she weighed in. She does readings on Bay Area athletes. She had this reading on Tim Lincecum.
This being today, you got a real good mojo of a feeling for Tim.
I really do. And he really deserves it. He has a deep belief in his own power, his own ability. He's intense, strong-willed, zealous. I mean, he just works really, really hard. He went through that slump in August. We all have bad times. He happened to have his under a microscope. And it was just a bad cycle. It happened. Then he got right back on track, and he looks really, really strong.
Okay, I'm again. Hey, Jason, what happened? There's a big roar here. What? Just text.
The National League champs from the home of Giants baseball, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area.
The 0-2 pitch to Kinsler, swinging a drive into center field, hit very well. Torres on the move, still on the move at the wall. It hits the top of the wall and it comes back. And Torres gets to Karam and Kinsler with a double. He missed the home run by an inch.
All right, so some pretty cool, weird, and interesting things happening here in the World Series. You saw that almost home run that certainly wasn't yesterday. We bring in Andrea Mallis, who is a sports astrologer. Andrea, you have some intricate knowledge, I suppose, of the San Francisco Giants?
Yes, I do. I have birth charts, places. I have a couple of birth times, which is a coup.
Okay. Well, let me ask you some questions. Maybe you can give me some answers here for the interested fans. All right, Jonathan Sanchez, he will be the starter in Game 3 of this World Series. What do you see in his future? And before you start,
yes.
do you need to see Bip's palm or anything or
no,
to do this? Or
I have all my
right
charts
okay.
ready to go.
Go ahead, Jonathan Sanchez.
Okay, November 19, 1982. Now, timing is everything, and he's a Scorpio, very intense, strong-willed, very focused, but can be a little extremist. And timing is everything because last week when he played the Phillies, he was kind of spoiling for a fight. He was having a difficult Mars aspect. So he was a bit of a hothead. This time he'll be able to keep it channeled, and that's what we want to do, is really work with the energy. And remember, when he played against the Padres, he like scraped off the San Diego logo on the mound.
I remember that. Good knowledge.
We want that kind of determination. We want that kind of intensity, and that's what Scorpio brings. We just want it channeled in the right direction so it doesn't leak out in a fight or negative energy.
All right. Hey, Barry Zito, a guy that has not been on the Giants postseason roster, still a presence, though, with the Giants clubhouse and all the players. Is that presence helping or hurting the Giants?
Well, Barry's a Taurus, May 13, 1978, very determined, persevering, kind of mellow. And, you know, he's like the poster child for when you make a signing, you need to be really careful that someone's on the cusp of a high energy cycle as opposed to a low energy cycle, because some of these outer planet transits can last for several years. So that said, I think the Giants got disappointed because they thought they were going to get a Cy Young Award winner again, and he was going to repeat his success in Oakland. But timing, was different. So basically, another Taurus with similar struggles has been Alex Smith.
We've got just about a minute left here. Cody Ross.
Yes,
I'm sure you know his nickname,
yes.
The Boss. Yeah, so you know he's been hot, right, Andrea? Is he going to stay that way? And
Yes.
if those charts say no, I'm going to be real upset here.
Well, here's what we have. December 30th, 1980, lightning in a bottle. He is the poster child for good things happening to those who wait. He's a Capricorn, old soul of the zodiac, very late bloomer. But good things happen to those who wait. He's having a Pluto transit, once in a lifetime, planet of power and purpose, tremendous ambition, and a Saturn return that happens when you're 29 and 30. So a cycle of endings and new beginnings, basically dividing his life into before and after.
Andrea, I'm an Aries. Just yes or no?
Yes.
Is that good right now?
Aries, very athletic. A lot of athletes happen to be Aries. It's a fire sign of the zodiac. And Bruce Bochy and Buster Posey are Aries, so you're in very good company.
Bip Roberts is so jealous right now. Hey, Andrea, thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure.
Let's get you back to Texas. All the guys will finish off our coverage tonight, guys.
Well, thanks. Michael is a Virgo, and Ray's a Cancer. Shocking. And the Giants' lifeline...